Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Yoga Flow. I'm Julia, here with Kayla or Miss Tetro, and we will guide you through a 1 hour, 60-minute practice. Got blanket ready, one on top of my head, comfy clothes, ready to go. Also streaming for SPS Flames Phys Ed, our Sergeant Park community, so that will be also happening on Instagram Live. You want to get that one set up too?
Yes.
In practice today, we are working with the breath. We are going to spend some time bringing our awareness there, trying some different or that we know, and use that as our focus today. We will start ourselves on IG Live. You can hear us banter back and forth with the children at the community or skip forward to practice. Good morning.
Good morning, Sergeant Park Flames. Saturday, and it's time to relax with some yoga with Miss Julia. So
For sure.
I'm going to go lie on my mat with the blanket.
Hi, Kishi.
Hi, Kishi. Good morning. So get somewhere comfy to lay down, whether that's on a mat, on the carpet, on a blanket, maybe even in your bed.
Maybe. All right. Especially when practicing at home, it's nice that we have all of our pillows and blankets. Sometimes it's great to grab a few things to get super, super cozy. Finding a position that's comfortable. Maybe it's on our backs, maybe it's seated on our bellies, on our sides. Making changes that we need with arms, legs. Find a posture that's open. We talked about inviting some energetic movements, postures, and energy by opening up, like a lift, or feeling really low, or finding time to ground down. Maybe hand on belly and chest, feel the floor, connect to the ground beneath us, and feel more supported. Our practice today is inspired by one of my yoga teachers, Lisa Greenbaum, and a practice that she has guided me through called Just Breathe. When we look at our traditional yoga practice, the breath is equally as important as the movement and the postures. In the last few decades, yoga has become really popular in North America and known for being a really good workout. We sometimes lose the focus and the emphasis on the breath and how important it is. In today's practice, let's focus on using our breath to bring presence and awareness. Using it to deepen our concentration, to change a thought process that might feel distracting, and to either lift or calm our mood. Noticing the flow of the inhale and the exhale as it passes through our nose. We might use our 3-part breath, especially if mind is jumping from thought to thought. Noticing expansion of the belly, ribs, chest. As you exhale, notice the chest fall, ribs lower, belly relax. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Choosing to take a little bit more time on our backs. We're starting to stretch as I share this quote from Heiner Frauhauf. The universe provides nourishment, and breathing is our way of absorbing it. On our backs, we might be stretching it long, fingers away from the toes. We might feel or hear a little crack, crack, crack through the back, through the neck. We might move the fingers and toes, open and close the hands and the feet. Take a big breath in through the nose. Let's exhale, let it out through the mouth. Let the body be soft. Take the knees to the chest. We can keep ourselves cuddled up on our blanket still if we like. Maybe the knees are together or wide. Maybe we're doing a little bit of a gentle flow before we start with some core work. If you've been following our daily workouts on Instagram Live, SPS Place said, we've done a little bit of work with supine butterfly crunches. So putting together a little bit of movement and flow and a little bit of stretch at the same time. Let's release feet to floor, open the knees out wide and take the soles of the feet together. For butterfly crunches, let's take fingertips to temples. On our inhale, we'll find length, float to neck, head, shoulders. As we exhale, let's crunch forward. Imagine sliding rib cage to hip bones. Small little lift. Inhale, slowly extending, lowering back down, or just hovering. Exhale to lift. Let's take 8 more breaths. Keeping the shoulders wide open by guiding those elbows out wide. Maybe inviting a cleansing breath. As we exhale, we might breathe through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's take 4 more breaths. Moving quickly, moving slowly, moving as fast or as relaxed as you'd like. With every exhale, imagine letting go. Letting go of competition that we hold for ourselves. Letting go of the judgment, the thoughts in our heads, the perfectionism. Letting go of expectation. After we finish our 10, maybe extending out long again. A little stretch through the legs. Like to flex to the feet, point and push the toes away. And then flex to the feet. Extend balls of the feet away, then point the toes. Allow the body a moment to rest. You might want a little bit more time on our back, a little bit more time to develop fire and heat in the core, or slowly transferring over onto our sides as we lift ourselves up. You might rest head and bottom or top arm to start. Take a few breaths, let blood pressure equalize, and then lift ourselves up. We might be ready to flow through spinal balance, or we might want a moment to grab a sip of water, adjust our hair, fit our shirt. Meeting in spinal balance once you're ready. Meeting with hands spread wide or fists. Stacking joints, shoulders, elbows, wrists, knees underneath the hips. Let's start with simple spinal balance. Inhale, one leg behind, exhale, release. Moving just with the legs today. Maybe adding that opposite arm. The toes might extend. Practicing beside someone, maybe they get a tickle. Let's do one more on each side. Finding a little bit of change in direction. The next time the right leg is extended, let's pause. That left arm can extend forward too. Maybe tap the shoulder, keep it down. Let's play with the direction of the back leg. Let's draw the right leg out, away from the body, and tap the toe on the floor. Kind of like a rainbow, inspired by Miss Allard's Pilates work. Inhale, let's come back to all fours. Move in the opposite direction. Cross behind the left leg, other part of our rainbow, tap, tip. Let's take a few more flows. Inhale, and length. Exhale, tap. We're wanting to find lots of work, intensity, and strength through the left glutes, through the core muscles that wrap around the spine, and through shoulders as we press down. Maybe we're working up to 10. Maybe after a few, we notice I just want to rest. We can sit back, child's pose. Making any adjustments so that this pose feels comfortable. Arms forward, stack, extend hands to feet, knees wide, knees together, you choose. Let's take a big breath. As we exhale, letting out of the mouth, cleanse, release. Let's try that spinal balance flow on the other side. On our inhale, left leg extends behind the body. As we exhale, let's swing out with control, tap the toes. Inhale back to center. Heel to back wall, cross behind the right leg, tap. We can imagine that we're tapping side to side, right, left, arm hats. In our practice today, we'll have tons of different options as always, lots of variations, lots of choice, lots of freedom. I'm just here to give suggestions, options, and ideas. Connect with the breath. If the breath is labored and short, the posture might be too intense. Try pulling back. If the posture needs a little bit more sensation, try easing in, maybe sinking, increasing that sensation a little bit more. This is ultimately how we become our own teachers and honor the guru within. Once you're ready, sit back to child's, choose to rest. Maybe pedal out in down dog or all fours. Maybe flow through vinyasa. Take a little yogi's choice. For on all fours, we might be pedaling those heels or in downward facing dog. That's your favor.
Mm-hmm.
You got the clock from our bedroom.
Yes.
Thank you. We're still flowing through vinyasa and resting. Lifting up once you're ready. Thanks. We can meet on all fours or downward facing dog. Your choice. A little bit of cross-body movement. On our inhale, let's find strength in the body, steadiness. As we exhale, let's take right hand and try and sweep it to opposite leg. Maybe it's the thigh, maybe it's the knee, if you're on all fours. Maybe it's the ankle on a little twist. Let's inhale back to center. Nice long breath. Exhale, let's switch. Left hand crosses, opposite thigh, opposite knee, opposite ankle. Inhale to center, and exhale, switching sides. You might be on all fours. You might add a little bit of a twist as you really raise to the belly. Using that breath to lift, lengthen, find space in the chest. And exhale, brace the belly, rotate. Let's take one more flow side to side, maybe softening the eye gaze. Closing slightly or all the way, we know our flow. We trust ourselves. And sitting back to child or downward facing dog once you're ready. Enjoying this moment of peace, connecting with our breath. And slowly leading it mountain at the top edge of our mats. We'll glance between the hands, hop, step, lunge the feet all the way up. Slowly rise with a flat back. As we exhale, let's take hands to heart center. Spending more time resting, being present, or moving through our sun salutations together or on your own time. As we circle sweep, let's reach up to sky extended mountain. Swan diving to forward fold, big bend in the knees, hinge at the hips, fingertips come to floor, bend as much as you need, then relax neck and head. Half forward fold, fingertips slide up through the shins, then lifting up through the belly, lengthening through the back, opening up through the chest, find that big breath. Exhaling to release. Right foot steps back for a long lunge. If we're focusing primarily on flexibility, we can drop that back knee. We know our option to pull the mat in for some extra support and cushion, or fire up the thigh and stay lifted. Let's inhale to find crescent lunge. Pressure through both feet. Slow exhale, hands to heart. Sometimes based on our workouts, we're a little wobbly side to side. That's all right. Let's inhale, shift forward, release hands to floor, step back, child, or downward facing dog. And taking that mat out to the side again. Shifting forward, plank, knees or toes. Lowering halfway down, crocodile, shoulders in line with the elbows, and then we pause. Strength, release the floor. Finding baby cobra, release the pressure out of the hands. Ground down to the toes, lift thighs, lift belly, extend chest. Back of the neck is long. And that softness in our neck, like a turtle. One of my trainers used to say that, glance side to side. It's stiff. You know that we're crunching to the back of our neck. Let's slowly release down, push straight back up to our plank, knees, toes. Shifting back, child's down dog. Right foot steps through between the hands. Glance up, brace the belly. Try using that runner's lunge if we're in down dog. And my favorite word, scoochy scooch. Lift butt up to the top edge. Knee over the ankle, fingertips are light. Choose to use that extra mat support or stay up. Option to lift, crescent lunge. Slowly exhaling. Shifting forward, releasing fingers to floor. Exhale, forward fold, push through both feet. Steady with both feet to floor. Halfway lift, fingertips to shin, brace the belly, open the chest. Exhale to release. Reverse swan dive, drop the hips, big bend in the knees. Head above the heart above the hips as we rise. Let's exhale to chair, hand position of our choice. Let's move one more time to the left side. Maybe nice and slowly like before, on your own time, or a little quicker. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Left foot steps back. Back knee lifted or lowered. In our time, hands to the thighs to rise. Baby circle sweep. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, stepping back. Down dog or child's. Flowing through vinyasa in our own time. Find strength in our variations of plank. Strength in crocodile. Openness in front of the body, baby cobra. Fingertips are light. Just need a place to be. Exhale, press up and back. Let's slowly move back. Back up to mountain. The left leg might float up if we're in downward facing dog to sweep through. Find that runner's lunge and control. The left foot comes up. Sometimes we hear that clunk, and that's how we know we need to raise belly. Work for that soft landing. Slowly coming forward. Forward fold, push to the left foot. Control landing. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Reverse swan dive, lifting all the way up. Sitting back to chair. Continuing to flow through chair. Continuing to flow through mountain. Grab a sip of water. Did you have a dance break?
If you had a 2-hour biking break yesterday, your bum might be a little bit sore. Like Miss T.
Usually when we start to find a little bit more warmth in our bodies, the places that need the most attention start to tell us, ooh, that's tight. Right now, sitting on the computer all day, connecting with my students virtually, neck, shoulders, head feeling stiff from reading, hunching over. So those moments where we pause between our flows, take that opportunity to come into the body, check in with the sensations and notice. If the neck wants some attention, spend a few breaths stretching side to side, finding some movement, some rocks. As we slowly come back down onto our mats, let's meet on all fours or downward facing dog. Moving into warrior series. Walking, stepping, hopping the feet back. We'll start with warrior one. On our inhale, let's extend right leg behind us. All fours are down dog. As we exhale, let's step through. Transfer forward. Controlled step. Nice and quiet. There we go. Scooch that foot forward. The back knee is lowered. Let's tuck the toes and lift. Take a peek underneath to the long left leg. Knees up off the floor. We'll step in, little turnout. Ground through both feet. Walk up or circle sweep to rise. Kiss the palms, and then open up and find openness in the chest. Maybe we're finding some softness. Maybe we're lifted. So we sink into that front knee and push into pinky side of the left foot. You feel energized and grounded at the same time. Lifting through the heart, maybe lifting through the eye gaze, lifting through our moods, or finding a flow into humble warrior to take eye gaze down and feel more grounded. You can exhale swan leg forward, take hands behind the body, maybe fingertips reach, maybe chest expansion. You can flow in and out warrior one to humble warrior. Just like our half forward folds, working towards getting body parallel to the floor. You still lift through the belly. You still have a nice rock back. So one more big flow. And staying wherever we are for one more breath. Maybe reaching forward, humble warrior and chest expansion. Being mindful that if we have a tennis ball resting in the palms. This way the wrists are nice and straight. We're taking away any unnecessary tension. Take our last big breath. And our inhale, lifting back up to warrior one. As we exhale, let's release to floor and prep twisting lunge. Taking hands to floor, nice and light, cupcake fingers, back heel lifts. You can choose to release the knee or keep it high. And pressing down to left hand or fist, preparing for twisting lunge. Right hand will come to the thigh. Let's think of inhaling forward like that crunchy part of the bendy straw. Extend, then twist, belly lifts chest, over the right shoulder. The hand can be on the back pocket, sweep up to sky, whatever feels best. These might be up at the sky, or keeping neck in neutral, head down. Let's take our last big breath. As we exhale, let's slowly release hands to floor. Grounding down, pressing back, it's your choice. Choose to rest, stretch, or flow. Once you're ready to move on to the other side, moving on all fours or down dog, we'll start in warrior one on the left side, then move it to twisting side lunge. On our inhale, let's lift the left leg up to sky, exhale, shift forward, control the landing nice and calm. Back and lift it up, tuck the toes, little step in, little toe out. Walking up or circle sweeping. Let's take a few breaths, finding a strong warrior one, with the arms lifted, maybe softness. Pressure through both feet. Bringing our awareness to our breath, noticing how it feels to float in and out. Staying lifted for a few breaths, adding a baby back bend if we're looking to lift our moon, or exhaling, swan diving forward into humble warrior. Maybe hands toward back wall, back pocket, chest expansion. Try switching this time with thumb that's on top. Maybe we stay forward for a few breaths or we flow. Inhale, rise, find open space. Exhale, sink, surrender. Noticing if the breath is telling us to ease in, to bring more intensity, or to pull back and find a more gentle variation. And let's inhale, let's rise, meet warrior one. Exhaling, releasing to floor, prepping, twisting, lunge. Back heel lifts up, nice long step. Sometimes like to scooch the foot even farther away. Choose to drop the knee or keep it high. Positioning right hand or fist underneath the shoulder. Left hand on the thigh. Let's inhale, lengthen chest first. Reach forward, then exhale, twist. Belly lifts chest. So hand up to sky. Take it in back pocket. Listening to the wisdom of our breath. Is this the perfect variation for me? Should I pull back? Should I ease in? What do I need? Take a last big breath. As you exhale, let's slowly windmill down. Pressing back for yogi's choice. Rest, stretch, or flow. You might continue to allow the body to rest or to stretch or to have this choice in for our favorite postures. If we're looking for an idea, maybe coming into side plank. We've done a lot of work and pressure on the wrists, so try side plank on the forearms. As we come down to all fours, let's release the right forearm on the floor, shoulder stacked over the elbow making a long line to the hands. We can come up onto the toes, be on the right side of the feet, or drop that bottom knee. We'll need to sneak the bottom knee farther towards the back wall so that we are able to lift ourselves up. Keep scooching that bottom knee farther away, so bottom leg will be at an angle. Usually when we're practicing side plank on our knee with our hand, we create that stack. But we're not quite able to get the forearm down. It's easier to come in from the side, bend both knees, and then lift. Choose to add flow, movement, or enjoy the stillness. Let's take one other breath. Slowly dropping the hip. Rolling back to all fours or coming onto the belly for a few breaths to rest. Let's take one more breath. And rolling over to the left side of our body. We're doing side plank with forearms. I think it's easiest to come up from sideline. Lifting up once ready, reaching up from the hips, maybe bottom leg lifts and extends. Take 5 deep breaths, maybe bottom leg stays bent, or we scissor or we stack. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last inhale. So exhale, flow the hips. Sit back, flow. Sometimes like to just lay on the belly and rest. Stack the fists. Maybe turning the head to one side or taking the forearm, the forehead onto the tops of the hands. Spending a little bit more time, slowly pressing up, lips are ready. We'll meet in mountain, in standing. When all fours are down or facing off, we can slowly lift ourselves up, stepping forward, rising. We take hands to heart center. Let's move into eagle. Taking feet hip width apart, maybe a little shift, side to side, front to back. Sitting back into a gentle chair, let's open up our wings. Taking the right leg over top of the left, crossing the legs together. Maybe the foot's beside, behind, maybe the toes tap to floor. If the right leg is over, the right arm is going to come under as we twist the arms together. Maybe the backs of the hands are resting. Maybe it's the palms. Choose an option that feels kind and gentle for the wrists and shoulders. On our inhale, let's find length, growing out through fingertips as they rise, growing down through the roots of the feet. As we exhale, let's find stability and depth through the hips. Taking one more big breath. As we inhale, let's unravel, unwind, open back up through our arms, spread our wings, lift up to mountain, little baby back bend. So we exhale, sitting back to our gentle chair, we'll switch sides. Left leg crosses over, squeezing the thighs together, choke and tap, foot can stay lifted. Just notice that the hips sometimes start to swing to one side. Pull that left hip back so hips are equal, facing forward, facing back. If left leg is over, left arm goes under. Switching this time. Back to the hands, palms, hands to shoulders. Wherever we are, let's inhale, find length. Lifting fingers, maybe lifting eye gaze. As you exhale, let's sink into that standing leg. As we take a few standing breaths, imagining the breath moving up one side of the spine, finding length and expansion. Once we get to the crown of the head, the breath slowly coming down from head, neck, shoulders, back, and hips. Feeling stable and grounded. Inhale, breath rises. And exhale, breath sinks. Let's take one more big breath. On the next inhale, let's open up, unravel. Open up the chest, maybe staying here. This might feel great. Maybe hands to back pockets. With the chest expansion, wrists are straight. We can stay in mountain feet. We can add a forward fold. On the next exhale, let's all forward fold. Slowly coming down. A little stretch of the back of the body. Bracing the belly. Extra little stretch to the low back. Let the arms hang and be heavy. Let the neck hang and be heavy. Let's come down into a seated position. Stepping back to down dog, dropping the knees. And coming to cross-legged. Shifting off to one side. Scooch myself up so I can see better. If we know that we want a little bit of extra support for the hips, try rolling up the back of our mats and sticking it right under our hips or sitting up on a block. Maybe cross-legged is comfortable, maybe something else. Taking some time in cross-legged to practice Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath. A breathing practice that has us switching the nostril that is breathing from side to side at the top of the inhale. We can take our right hand and curl in our index finger and our middle finger so that we're leaving our ring finger, pinky finger, and thumb out. It's almost like our hang loose. And turning our hand in towards our bodies. Using the pinky finger and the ring finger to close up the right nostril. Let's inhale through the right. Closing through the left, inhale through the right. At the top of the inhale, let's pause, close the right, release the left, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. And a few more switches from side to side and alternate nostril breath. And back to our natural breath once we're ready. Alternate nostril breathing can be really helpful for us to bring awareness to our breath work. Some research has shown that it's great for connecting left and right brain hemispheres, for our immune system as we switch the dominant nostril. And for many people, it can have a really relaxing effect. It takes time to get used to and comfortable with our pranayama practices, our breathing practices. Being patient with ourselves. Let's take one more breath. Then moving into half pigeon or full pigeon. In AST, you can move into half pigeon with the right leg forward. That nice gentle swing is really easy. If you like coming into pigeon with back leg straight, from down dog, let's inhale right leg, then the knees go to the butt, shift forward. As we flex that front ankle and foot, bringing it up close as we slowly lower. Sometimes we're up really high and there's a lot of space between hips and floor. Try tucking the back toes, inch the body backwards. If at any point you notice that it feels uncomfortable for front knee, try sitting off to the side, 2 90-degree angles. Maybe we're sitting up. Maybe we have an extra blanket, some pillows, a bolster that we place maybe underneath our foreheads or our chest. Maybe stack the fists. And often when we come into half pigeon with 2 90-degree angles, we can sink a little bit deeper and find it to be a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes we need to get creative and use different things in our homes to support us. Footrest, turned to bolster.
Oh yeah.
In pigeon, you should be able to breathe all the way down to the bottom of the belly. If you notice that our breath is getting stuck, that it's short, we might just press ourselves up and come out slightly. Take one more big breath. If we have props, we'll just shift them out of the way. We lift Miss T, swing back leg forward, front leg back. If we're in pigeon with back leg long, tuck the back toe, Lift the back knee, the left knee up off the floor. Press through the hands to sweep back. Sometimes it feels nice to pedal out side to side first. Then switch sides. Left leg lifts, shift forward, flex the ankle, slowly shifting into that front knee. Walk toes back. Find pigeon that's comfortable. Maybe back leg is long, maybe half. Maybe we have our plots again. Every breath we take, we find length in the inhale.
They're going to start singing. Move.
Every breath we take, every move we make. Noticing the quality of our breath. Easing in, backing off. Allowing the postures to be changed and modified to us. So the 5 good breaths. And our last big inhale. And exhale. Once you're ready to press up, pushing through hands. Moving props out of the way. Sitting back leg forward. Moving to legs up the wall. We want to have a space in our home where we can put our legs up and our hips right up against it. We might want to take our blankets with us so that we can spend time there. And bringing our bodies up against the wall so that either left or right hip are touching. Or perpendicular. Until my grade 5s, hashtag math is everywhere. And then laugh. Taking our hands behind our body, pivoting on our hips so our legs come up. Slowly let the body come down. We do want some space between hips and wall so that our legs are at enough of an angle that they're supported. Maybe we have straps, we use them. Maybe we have our blankets, we wrap ourselves up like a baby burrito. I'm gonna get cozy. We might have arms up above the head, in pawn gesture. Openness to the body creates openness in our emotional self, our emotional body. Maybe the hands are on chest or belly, or outstretched. Taking 10 breaths. halfway there. Taking 5 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Smooth, effortless, deep breaths. With legs up the wall, we allow the fluid and blood in our legs and our feet to drain and come into our organs in the center of our bodies. This posture is wonderful if we spend the majority of our day on our feet, or if we spend the majority of our day sitting with minimal movement. Giving our hard-working legs and feet some time for love and attention and rest. After 10 breaths, you might be ready to slowly release. Often it feels best to take the knees to the chest, let the blood come back in really slowly, matching the amount of breaths in legs up the wall to the amount of breaths on our backs. 10 and 10. And for the remainder of our practice, we might stay here, we might come to our sides, Shavasana, or seated. Noticing the effortless breath. Come back to 3-part breath, belly ribs, chest, butt bumps. And see if we can imagine the whole body is breathing and rising and falling with each breath. Inhaling expansion, openness. Exhale, release. Staying a little bit longer on our backs. If we're ready to come into a seated position, slowly rising, stretching along the way. And ending our practice with a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. Some days our emotions feel like a sunny, warm day with a gentle breeze. Someday life feels like a storm or a cold wind. But no matter what, our breath is our anchor, keeping us steady and calm amongst all different types of weathers in our outside world and our inside world as well. During one last breath of good night. On your inhale, circle sweeping. Breathing in, exhale, hands to heart. Letting me honor, letting me